Hello, everybody. Welcome. Roses look just to get the hell, huh? Huh? Everybody, welcome. Roses song is just to get to. Guys, I'm glad I said 7:30. I'm on time today. Only 1 minute late. It's 2 minutes late or something, right? It's better. Yesterday, I think I was over frazzled. So, so yeah, today, guys, sometimes it happens. Oh, hello, CM. She's welcome. It was the first thing yesterday. So anyway, so guys, okay. I decided to do one today because as yesterday was, sometimes when you have these readings, guys, they're like sometimes they just kind of like come to. I don't say come together, not the right word, but they just kind of snowball into something that everything connects, but at the same time makes me angry. And late last night, after the reading, I was kind of like, it's so intense for me. I realized, it takes a few hours for me to go calm down, okay? And also I was like kind of creeped out by the vision of the moon. Maybe I'll talk to you. I don't know if I should. I guess I'm talking about it already. It creeped me out a little, okay, guys, what I saw about the moon. I was reading up on this eclipse situation. And like, as it gets closer, we'll talk about it more because I feel like I don't want to scare you guys, but what I saw was like the sea. It was like almost as if, and I was like, oh, floods or something. It was like all this water, all this like tempest. And there could be many things. I think it's something connected to the sea. It could be attack on the ship or something. But it's eventually this everything's gonna go away. But it just kind of haunted me a little bit. I felt like, hello, Sally White. Hello. So anyway, so yeah, so Sally, yeah, it's late over there, huh, in the UK. So anyway, so uh so that's the story, okay. Okay. So anyway, guys, so that's the story. So anyway, I found it haunting. The situation was kind of haunting, to be honest. Like the image of the moon and all of it. But I do think we're there. Okay. Okay. So anyway, no, but you know what it was? It was like okay. The image of it was the moon. The moon with the darkness covering it. And then no, but it was really I saw the sea, like the sea really shit. I don't know how to put it. It was like you know what I remember at the time when I was having the vision. The thing that happened in Thailand, whatever it was. You remember that? What is it called in Portuguese? Is it not? It's not an earthquake. It's the thing that happens when the sea goes up. Like the waves. There. What is the name? Terremoto is the thing in it's earthquake, but it's tsunami. That's right, tsunami. That's what it is, tsunami. But it was like it also reminded me, guys, of in the 19th century. It was the 19th century and some of the 18th early, the 18th century, the end of the 18th century. There were a lot of painters that were doing these paintings that depicted nature. They were the romantics, right? So there was a German called Caspar David Friedrich. There was another one, Turner. Turner, this painter, painted the sea a lot. Okay, and it was that kind of like there's like a, but it was obviously there was the connection to like yeah, something like that, like a storm. Exactly the storm, exactly that. But it reminds me of Turner painting. It was like that kind of like the shaky sea, and it was like really dark, but it was very, it has to do. It's not just okay. This is the thing. It's not just that it was the sea and it was like some like crazy thing. Okay, okay. You know, it was like more. It was that kind of thing. Okay, okay. So all right. Yeah, it was intensive, but guys, I don't want to scare you, like I said, but I just what my sense is that it's something like something pretty drastic happens. Okay, pretty drastic. And then the other thing, I just as I can't read this stuff at night, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like, and I started looking up the eclipse, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, it's the same aspects as 9/11." I was like, "Oh my god." Don't get too scared, okay? But I guess what I wanted to say, guys, this is when I say we have to, at the same time that we keep looking at all of this, we have to have a practice and have a strict, not strict discipline about our days, what we do with our days and everything like that, because I think there's so much more instability ahead, okay? Oh wow, look at this. Jay is saying the full moon eclipse on June 5th. Due to bad position of angry Mars, there could be an earthquake which could trigger a tsunami. Okay. So, but the other thing, guys, it's like everything is related. I For some reason I really do think it's something related to the sea, because it was so, I've never had a vision like this. It was like the sea, being at sea and all the shaky waters and everything like that. Okay. But it was very like expressionistic almost. Okay. So what I wanted to say is that it could be anything. I do think it's related to the sea. So the Navy ships and all that, guys. And just today, just before I had the live stream today, I took like a 8 minute nap. Okay, well, it wasn't a nap. I closed my eyes. Okay, basically. So no, guys. But we have to. This is the thing. I think we have to come together and talk and really pray together and do all these things too. But I'm just telling you. Okay, because I feel like I have to tell you, right? I feel like I pray that spirits only tell me things that you should know. You know what I mean? I feel like there's no point, right? Don't you think? Especially since we were doing it live, I don't think I don't believe, I don't believe they would have told me this if it wasn't. I think I should tell you. I should tell you there, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so just so you know. Okay, you know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying, guys. I feel like I think we know each other enough that we could talk about it. And it's also good, guys. Interesting. The Tempest chicks. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so because I think it's good that we all that we prepare, that we help each other in this time, because it is a difficult. I mean, it is a difficult time. It is a difficult time. And as you know, I was like yesterday, guys. I was quote unquote triggered. I felt like I was still thinking of the person. I was still like, oh my god, I can't believe the one told me I looked like I had coronavirus. And it was interesting because my reaction was so extreme, because it was just like really interesting. Just everything. Some days you're more emotional than others, I guess. Yeah, no, thank you. It's just nice to have color, different colors, because as you know, this is a great time. It's a great time. Okay. Okay. So anyway, but today, and also because today was the subject, today I was like President Obama. It's nice to dress up for president. You know what I mean? And I feel like today I want to focus on the questions I had about President Obama, because it's exciting. President Obama is a nice thing. I remember, guys, one of the first things when I was just starting out with the channel, I remember doing a reading about President Obama, how he was going to come back. I remember this. He was going to talk to the country. And I remember how it felt so nice. It was so nice then, and it's so nice now to think about, like a normal, he seems, I mean, he's more than normal. Okay. He's very good at who he is. Okay. But he's an inspiring person. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? But I think he's like a person who was a legitimate, the last legitimate president we had. You know what I mean? He's a decent human being. Okay. Okay. So it's not, it's very encouraging, I think, when we have this, you know, and I have this conversation like this about him. Okay. So, okay. So, okay, guys. So what, okay, some more. Okay. So the other thing, there have been some news. Okay. Oh my God. That's right. The beige. Do you remember? So there have been more news, but I'm not going to focus on it. Like I said, I'm going to try to, because I realize there's a lot of questions today. Okay. Just about that. There's a lot of questions. So just so you know, I will be on tomorrow as well as usual. Okay. It's just because I wanted to do this extra session. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like I'm behind, you know? And since President Obama was on over the weekend, and guys, this is a funny thing. All he did was he went on this. It was a show. I didn't watch, to be honest. I didn't watch it live. Okay, it was this show for high school graduates, right? I think it was. And so the media blew it up so much. The right wing got so angry at him, and all he did, think about how much he's feared. All he did was go on and wish well to the children, to the kids. Instead, like, think about it. If this government, the GOP, they were normal, they'd be like, good luck with your future. Like, they would address the kids. And then they complain they don't know why young kids don't like them. You know what I mean? It's like it's he did nothing. He was just it wasn't like he was even doing like a Trump thing where he's attacking. He never mentioned his name. Oh my God. And the visible shook his hand. Oh my God. Wow. The same energy is on TV. How cool. Oh my God. This is cool. I'll cry. If I meet any of these people, I'll totally cry. Like, you know, how I do, but I would totally cry. I mean, I can't hold it. I can't hold it. Oh, that's why you saw me when I met Letitia James. I met Letitia James exactly. I met. Oh my God, I cried so much. I was already. Oh my God. So no, he don't worry. Don't. Michelle's like, girl, stay away. Mm-hmm. Oh, oh my God, that's nice, you guys. Oh my God. So So yeah, guys, you know, and I think, and I don't know, so there, I have a lot of questions about his presence, okay, and it's almost like I want to know from his perspective how he's seen the situation. I want, you know, I want to make home, okay. So we're ready to get started, okay. You could feel free to comment, okay. Feel free to comment amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go here, okay. I'm gonna go here at the at the questions while you know, okay, okay. Okay, and thank you for putting up with my, you know, intensity. I said, okay, okay. So I'd like to ask for protection, pity for a red line. Coming on top of my head as I breathe in, feel my lungs. As I breathe out, I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that in for the mirror also. Come only from the higher sources that I create the good, and only the good, Good for the good people. Good for the good people. Good for the good people. Okay, okay, good. So, okay, guys, let me get started here. Okay. So, okay, so let's see here. The Trump the articles about the Trump and cronies they're triggered. They're triggered. Did you see that yeah, those people like he how could he? They used all these racist terms and it's like nobody cares. Okay, I'm sorry. Good luck with your bigotry. You know, guys, this is the thing you have to remember. There are more of us than there are of them, of the bad people. Okay, even the people they exploit who are racist. Maybe they could be undo the racism. I don't know, but the point is, there's more of us. You always have to remember. Okay, that's why I think the good will prevail. Okay, okay, I'll say here. Okay, so what? Okay, how do I even start? What's the first question? Okay, let me just start how I wrote it here. Okay, what is it about Obama that makes Trump so upset? Okay, let's start with that. So, what is it about President Obama that makes him upset? Interesting. So, you know, guys, it's interesting because yesterday I talked about the eclipse. So he's like, so Obama is like the light. He's like the sun, and Trump is the darkness. And the you know the darkness doesn't exist on its own, right? They are always. It's like a parasite. So he looks at Obama, and Obama is the sun. He's pure light. You know, oh, sorry. You know, so he's pure light, and he's doing his thing, and he's not like what Obama did was like he had his vision. You know, he wasn't like, oh, let me see what the current president is doing. I'm gonna like, you know, point finger, like that's all. You know, so he sees Obama, and then he realizes. It's like he realizes how big the sun is, and he's like, oh, the sun is huge, and then he has to try to stop in front of the sun to stop it. It's a big job. So it's like he's reminded of the shoes, yeah, big shoes to fill, huh? So it makes him so uncomfortable because he's a real president. Okay. I mean, let's get real. Let's get real. Okay. Let's get real. Okay. Okay. So you know what I mean? So this is why. So you see what I'm saying? So it's very interesting actually. It's like he's illuminated. Like I said, he's the source of light, and Trump is like the darkness, literally. Okay. So then like then like he tries is like I have to cover him up. I have to cover him up because this is and I think guys I've talked about this before. You know this. We are living I think the time between the fight between the good and the evil. And the evil likes to pretend that they could pretend, they like to pretend that they're like the light, but they're not. They cannot fake it, blinded by the light. So he is, it's sort of like, because guys, if you think about it, okay, let's think about like the connection between the idea of light and the idea of truth, right? So Obama represents the light, but the light always also represents close to truth. Okay, it's going to illuminate everything that is around it. And I think, guys, being close to a person like Obama, especially as a competitor in some way, it must be difficult, because the guy, his heart show, his heart shows. Okay, you know what I mean? He's not fake. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? He inspires people. This, even if you like Obama or not, you have to admit he inspires people. Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, so imagine if you have to follow his shoes. Like, I'm sure that if, like, say, if one of us were like, oh, we decide, let's say we're the next president or whatever, we would be so, oh my God, President Obama, we'll be excited about it. We'll be so thrilled. Okay. So then, I think it's just, it's that. Okay. Okay, so that's it. He's afraid because he represents the light, and he represents the people loving. It's saying here, the thing that he hates, the thing he hates the most about Obama is how people like him. People spontaneously like him. And I think he has observed up front how people like, Obama's there, like Obama, and they run to him. They like him. They just like him. Okay, they like him naturally, and they're like, and they don't have to. They can't. People don't fake. They don't fake that they like Obama. And I think also the celebrities, like, how he cares about celebrities, right? Celebrities love Obama. It's not, regular people, including celebrities, love Obama. And him, guys, I think he has invited a lot of people, honestly, to the White House, and they all decline. Honestly, I think he has tried to be, now that he's president, he's tried to be friends with a lot of celebrities. They all turn him down. Nobody cares. Nobody wants, because people who are kind of, pretty normal, they're like repulsed by him. He's disgusting. You know what I mean? He is disgusting. So nobody wants to be near him. Like, why would you be associated on top of like the bad publicity? Okay, it's okay, so so it's just like like I said, Obama is the type of person who should have been president. He was president. He should have been president. Okay, so okay, so individual, I'm glad you shared. I can't read all of it, but I'm excited. That's very cool. Thanks for sharing your story with President Obama. Okay. Okay. So let me see it, because I gotta have some questions. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I ask all of them. Okay, so okay, now then Trump had a tantrum after. Okay, now we understand why he's upset. Okay, now did he actually listen to what President Obama said? Because he this was a 2-hour program, and there was like a 7-minute thing, wasn't it? That Obama spoke. So I was listening to it. He wasn't saying anything, guys. He did never mention Trump's name. He was like so brief and powerful. Okay, so did he listen to Obama said? Okay, or was it just because people were paying attention to him? No, it's like, it's supposed to be me. I'm the president now. Go away. Go away. It's my time. I'm the president. I'm the president. I'm the president. So he freaks out. Like I said, guys, this is like okay. He's a malign and narcissist. Okay, so he's just very upset that people are looking at Obama. And the thing that guys, I think the one thing that Trump really likes about being president is because people look at him. Okay, people look at him. So that's the one thing he likes: attention. Trump wants to be the center of the attention at all times. He wants to create his reality. He obviously has no interest. Guys, the sad thing is that he has no real interest in doing anything for anybody, right? He cares about his friends and the corrupt people, whatever, and whatever Putin, but also that Obama had a reason. Obama had a legitimate reason to become president. He wanted to change some things. He wanted to show people that someone like him could be president. There's a lot of reasons why, legitimate reasons, I think. Okay. Of course, if you want to be president, you have to have some sort of ego and stuff. But still, I think everyone agrees that he had, there was the right reason. Okay. He actually wanted to do good. Okay. Okay. That's like not, it's not complicated, right? So, so Trump is like, Trump is just like, it's like how dare he get my attention? How dare he get my time? It's my job. It's my job. Like I have the job now. I have the job now. He better go. And in his mind, his sick mind, everything is about like being on a theater stage. He's the only person who can be on the stage. I'm the main actor. Yeah, it's just me all the time. I create the world, and if you like, it's he's twisted. Okay, he's twisted. But it's interesting. The thing about Trump, just wanted to mention, there's somebody wrote a comment on, I made yesterday's video public, as you probably saw on YouTube. Somebody wrote something kind of funny and interesting and true about Trump. They say, oh, people say Trump is crazy. But if you think about it, he's not completely crazy because he's never said anything bad about Saudi Arabia or Russia. And this is true. He has a sort of like a narcissism, like a raging, like sociopathy, narcissism, whatever you call it, but he's not that crazy that he loses a sense of the things he can say. He knows to not step on certain things, okay? So so you know what I mean? So this is interesting, okay? So okay, so did he listen? What did he know? He's like this. He's like, nah, he gets angry that people were talking about it. He hates this is why, guys. The thing about his craziness, Trump's craziness, is that he will do anything to get the center of the attention back to himself. He hates, quote unquote, sharing the spotlight. Okay, and that's why he's like the circus monkey or whatever. Not circus monkey, but like I said, he's the guy who he will do anything for attention. Trump. So he wants to be, that's why he will say, guys, this is the thing. And by the way, today I was listening to something on NPR, okay, and it was like they played what Trump had said about hydroxychloroquine, okay, and his voice, guys, it was because I don't remember watching it necessarily in the moment because I avoid watching Trump, but the voice, it was obvious that he was lying to me. I yesterday was saw in the reading, but today, yeah, even in the sounds, like, yeah, no, yeah, I took it. Like it was a theater. It was obvious. He was exaggerating. And if you see, guys, obviously I play here, I make the sounds and everything like that, but it's like he is like me, but all the time, like joking, like this, whoa, like make it the drama face. It's constantly for him. So it's like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I took it. You could tell it's what's so creepy about Trump is this. He enjoys, he's a sadist. He likes to see people. Guys, think about it. Imagine if you were taking a drug that is unproven, and that people are desperate and they could die. They could die. Okay. And you say it like this, knowing that there's some idiots who will follow your lead. Think about it. It's like, it's really a monster, guys. He is a monster, okay? And to say it so carelessly, okay? And even, guys, this is the other thing, even to his own voters, like, the whole plan of the Republicans is that they were supposed to get rid of, like, the minorities, right? And Democrats, right? But yet he doesn't seem to even care about him. Okay, oh my God, just so oh my God. Okay, you know what I mean? So think about it. Okay, so but really, okay, so let's go back here. So okay. So okay, does Trump feel like a fraud next to Obama? What does it feel like to hear a legitimate president speak? Is he jealous of Obama's popularity? Okay. And then here, is he reminded that his foul-mouthed campaigns against Obama and his legacy have not worked? Because okay, so I have some answers here, but I just wanted to comment on this last part of the question. Because guys, one of the things I realized is that he and those far right people, they want to say, look at the Russian trolls. They always say, Obama, he started a war, he did this, he did that. He's like, so always saying bad, really horrible things about him constantly, because they, how Barr said, oh, the winner writes history, and they want to rewrite history so that Obama, like, they want to erase his legacy. They want to erase everything. The fact that the population, guys, Obama is beloved. Okay, I don't care what you say. People like Obama. This is a fact. Okay, this is a fact. So then. That they would say all these horrible things about him as a so this was my question, just to explain to you that, is it because it makes him feel inadequate, or is it because they realize how far they are? The country, they can't like manipulate that many people into thinking that Obama is a bad person, because clearly we don't believe it. Okay. So what is it? Okay. Or both. Let me see here. So what is it because he's inadequate? Yeah. So guys, this is really interesting. It shows me this process. Okay. It's both a form of racism, but it's a form of deep insecurity. Okay. It's like when people is saying that people, Obama, like when you hear him speak, I mean, I just like, you feel like you learn, you always feel like, oh, I learned something. But when I read the transcript, it wasn't like he was saying anything like, oh my God, that it was just like so clear and so simple. The guy said the simplest things, but so real. It wakes something up in you. Okay. So he's saying it's like Obama makes people like Trump feel inadequate, because you know what it is, people like him, and it's like I see the coax. And by the way, I talk about sometimes the book The Dark Money. It starts with the second, oh, is it the Obama inauguration 2008, that they were starting to hatch this plan, because they knew that like it can't happen here. What the hell is this? So the idea that people could just be like president, like if you're not one of us, I mean, you can't just show up like this and just be president. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? So they can't. So the idea of something spontaneous, or the idea, guys, the idea of true meritocracy. No, no, no. Then they're just gonna like want to be president. What the hell? What the hell? you know you know what I mean? So it's like they just like, no, no, because the whole, guys, there's we talk about the patriarchy or whatever, but in this era that is ending, okay, those people that have been like in power for hundreds of years, and their whole like move, all they do is try to like keep the power in the hands of the same people. And that's like, what? Even though, it's what's interesting is that Obama was never like a super radical person, but to them, it's what he represents. Okay, the fact that a person like him, plucked out of nothing, he was never supposed to be in the place of power. Like, you're not, those people are not supposed to have power. So it gets them, makes them like feel, because they're dark, those people, they're evil. And it's like, this is the thing, they have to cover up, constantly cover up. Okay, constantly cover up. Okay, constantly cover up, and that's it. So they feel this like this, they feel like they're going to be exposed. Like, think, guys, so for some reason I keep thinking of the Cokes now. Like, the fact, okay, those people, let's get real, they belong to this cult. So is it John Beach Society, I think it was called. It was like a truly racist thing. Okay, the organization, they're just like, guys, these people are racist, like KKK type. Okay, we just don't know about it, or there's even more secret societies that are like deeply racist. So I just think they're like, oh my God, guys, I say this and then it says like Birch. Okay, John Birch Society. Guys, I say it and now the internet freezes when I say this. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. No, I find it interesting. I find it interesting. Yeah, so anyway, so guys, this is, and I'm saying it's kind of interesting. I just typed it, okay? That when I say certain things, then they kind of, I'm sorry, is it a coincidence? Maybe it is, but I find it strange. I find it interesting. I find it interesting. So, okay, so anyway, so go back here, okay? So it kind of slows down, right? Okay, is it a coincidence? Okay, I'm sorry. It's kind of weird, okay? Sorry. Okay, so those people, guys, they just hate it. They hate it. And it's like, oh, and I don't know, I keep the mind I have, the Koch brothers, okay, they're like, this, he was supposed to be my slave, he was supposed to be, those people are still angry about the Civil War, guys. They are angry about the Civil War. I think this is the thing. I think they are angry about the Civil War, honestly. So they're like, what? Like, they're just like, I'm supposed to have slaves, okay? I'm supposed to have slaves. Okay, What the hell? Who do these people think they are? This is my slaves. And then, I don't mean to, diminish history, but it's just like, it's so ridiculous. But that's it. They're like, okay, they have problems. Okay. Oh, but no, I'm serious. Oh, guys, seriously. That's their motivation is this, what it is, guys. There is a sense of like, um, there's a sense of, resentment. That's what it is. Resentment. Okay. The country, you know what I mean? This is it. This is like, how could these people be like, well, this is ridiculous. I think it's a joke. How could this guy, I think it's racist. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, this is it. I think a lot of it is racism. Okay. They could not accept, the fact that an African American could be president. To them, that is the most offensive thing they've heard. Okay. I'm serious, guys. This is the thing. And you know what it tells me also? This guy, the anger, they feel this, they okay, I see, guys. I think it's Charles and his brother. Their faces are red of anger. They're so angry. And this is probably why they went to the lengths that they did to win. It makes sense, guys, in some ways like, it's exactly completely based on in the sense that they were so angry that Obama could win. Not only that he could win, but he was so popular and that people liked him. Okay, that people liked him, truly liked him. Okay, that they did this. Okay, exactly. But this is the thing, Teresa. It's not that they didn't see beyond his skin. It's that he represented everything they didn't want. Okay, so they got together. It makes a lot more sense. So they got together with the foreign countries or whatever to try to change things. Okay, you know so like, okay, so guys, I continue here. Okay, so in other words, so does it feel like for Trump to hear a legitimate president speak? Is it jealous? Okay, so let me tell you the feelings. It's like this. So on the one hand, Obama makes him feel like he feels ashamed, because I think the driving thing for Trump is that he feels inadequate. So he has this megalomania to compensate, right? So Obama's like, he's just pure. Okay, like, I'm not pure, you know what I'm talking about. He's just natural. He's naturally charismatic, and he doesn't need stunts for people to listen to him. Okay, he doesn't need stunts. So then I see, like, that's the one thing, and he feels so inadequate next to him. And then it's the racist thing, like, how could he? What does he think he is? Okay, because he feels inadequate. And this is the thing, the entitlement. A lot of men like this. Okay, they just feel like the mediocre men, the fake people, but that's him, he's like, he's this, he's that. Okay, how dare he? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Okay, so okay, guys, it's ridiculous. This video is slow. It bothers me, but I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. It's a very upsetting to me. Okay, actually, but I was like, whatever, it's crazy. Okay, so hopefully, let me see if it slows down if I make it smaller here. Let's see here. Can I make it more? Oh, maybe here. Internet connection is unstable. Is it? I have to look. I have to find. Guys, I have to check. I know. I think I know. Let's see here. Security. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so I have to. There's another thing as I'm remembering, I could try to find. Okay. I don't know what country they put my thing through. Okay. So anyway, so like, okay. So then. Interesting. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Here. Okay. Okay. So anyways, so here, okay, guys. Okay, sorry. I was thinking, because I think I can also do without Zoom, but I look better with Zoom on. I'm serious. It's not just because I like Zoom. Is it okay, the Zoom? I like it, but I can record it. Maybe I should do without Zoom. I don't know. But anyway, continuing here. Say, okay, so this is the thing. I think it's sense of inadequacy, and I think it's also the recognition. This is the thing, guys. I think Obama has this power to move people who are normal. Let's say this, okay. But the people that have problems, they feel this anger. And Trump, I think, being the devil's pawn that he is, he uses anger. He understands how to use anger and resentment. He's a manipulator, okay. He's a con artist, so he knows how to understand. He understands it, okay. So that's part of it. I think he's an opportunist. He saw it, okay? He saw it, that he could use it to get what he wanted, okay? So, okay, okay, okay. So this explains, okay? So this kind of explains, okay? So is he reminded that his is that so I think ultimately, guys, it's not the fact that he it's not necessarily about erasing Obama's legacy, because Trump is too primal to even think that deeply. He's more like, it's me and I feel badly. He hates, it's yeah, it's like he's the fake person. Okay, he's it's sort of like those movies, like have you watched, I think you've seen this old movie, Singing in the Rain. Is that Singing in the Rain? I think it's what it is, where it's like the story is that there's this actress who's nobody likes. Okay, she's the change between the talk when the movies start to become when the actors now have to speak. Okay, but once it happened, it used to be just silent movies, right? So then they realize that the person is all right, like anyway, so they finally, the woman can't sing, a long story. So it's like if the fake person gets the job, that's him, and Obama is the legit person who should have the job in the first place. Okay, so he's basically Milli Vanilli, okay? He is Milli Vanilli. Trump is, girl, you know it's true. I kind of like this song. But he's like that. He's Milli Vanilli. He's just the person who does the choreography. But he's not the singer. Dun, dun, dun. I do. Girl, you know it's true. uh, 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 I do. He's not, I mean, there's a to say, okay, he's an ice, ice baby, vanilla ice, ice baby. Okay, 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 okay. So so okay. I like vanilla ice. So I actually like the vanilla ice. Okay, exactly. Obama has this ability, Dr. King has the ability to draw you in, and Trump slowly is revulsion. Exactly. Exactly. No, I think Miller and Vanilla are better. I'm sorry, well, I'm sure they're better than, but you know what I'm talking about. He's a fraud. He is a fraud. And did you see, guys? Recently, I saw on Twitter a photo of Trump. I think it was the funeral of McCain, and he was sitting like this. He made a face, and there was Clinton, there was Bush, and Obama, I think, or it was a line of former presidents. Okay, so no, definitely Milli Vanilli. No, I'm sure that guys, I'm not okay, but just fake, just idea of a fake thing. Okay, just a cover up person. Okay, but basically he's fake. He knows this is the thing. Oh, that's why Bush Senior funeral. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. I was gonna say, it's that this is the thing about him. He is a fraud. He is a fraud through and through, and so he can't stand being next to people who are legitimate. Okay, okay. So this is it. This is the there's nothing more to it. That it's quite simple, actually, when you think about it. He hates people that are legitimate, because when it's like, guys, it's kind of like saying, if you have a Chanel bag and the fake Chanel bag, if they're next to each other, you could see the one that's real. Okay, so yes, I think Obama is like is a real Chanel, and President is a fake Chanel bag. Yeah, but at least the fake Chanel bag is still a bag, can carry things in it. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's just so useless. Okay, he's okay, okay, okay. So next, okay, so okay, do Trump and his cronies realize the country has no leadership? Like, this is the thing that I find like, hello, those people attacking Obama, do they realize that there's no, like, Trump, he left a gap. The reason why people are not, it's not just because of Obama that he's a good, he has leadership, he has charisma, he has interesting things to say, even when they're it's like simple things that move you. Okay, he has these things to say. It's not even because of that. Okay, it's because there's zero leadership. So people gravitate towards anybody who's like, not anybody, but oh my God, he has something to say. He's real. He tells the truth. He cares about us. Okay. So he was also speaking to the African American colleges, right? Is HBCU, historically black college. Was that right? So nobody. Okay, let's get real, guys. Nowadays, especially with Trump, he wants to erase any gains that African Americans especially had in this. This is true. This is a project of the far right. Okay, so so this is it. Like how, but the point that I'm making here is that don't they see that in order to erase Obama, they need to have leadership. They don't have any leader. Trump is a clown. He doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't do. I'm just like, how are you going to substitute Obama? At least in like in the minds of people, guys, Obama is still. I'm sorry, he's still president, even though he's not. Sadly, it's like the quality of being a president still is with Obama. This person is like it's like, sorry, this is the wrong actor, wrong movie, wrong movie. Go to the other one. There's not, you don't belong here. No, you don't. You don't belong here, okay? You do not belong here, okay? Oh my God. Okay, okay. Okay, so next. Okay, guys, I'm so hello. I'm not looking because I'm looking here. Okay. So in other words, do they realize that they have no leadership, or are they under the illusion that Trump provides leadership to them? But they're like, no, he's a clown. He's a perfect clown. We could do whatever. Like they like him because he's a clown. It's interesting. They think that I think, but I feel like the GOP was like, they realize that it's like they realize, yeah, when you put the counterfeit next to the real thing, you see the difference, okay? Because Obama is, like I said, he has this, like what Audrey said, he draws you in, like you listen to what he has to say without him screaming. Obama, guys, think about, has he ever had to even raise his voice? Has he ever you just listen? Okay, well, let me listen to what he has to say. That's natural, okay? But with Trump, he has to resort to like make like crazy jokes or yell at people, call people names. That's he said this. Oh my God, he does outrageous things. So they're saying that the problem is like, don't put the counterfeit next to the real thing, because you realize it's hollow. It's ultimately really hollow. And he's so, guys, and the thing about it, it's like it's saying, if you okay, I'm starting to compare it to Hitler, okay, but Hitler, at least there was a consistency there, okay? And he wasn't talking about, I did this, I did that. He had this like whole history. He had a way of speaking that made people feel like they were part of something. But Trump, he's always about me. I did this. I was like this. I was like that. Although, I don't want to get into the whole history of Nazism, but was the leader. The word was der Führer, like it was like, right, the leader, whatever. The word, do you know that the Germany banned that word? You can't legally use that word in German. This is how powerful Hitler was to the culture. Think about it. This is, and Trump, but guys, Trump is not nearly okay. Okay, so okay, so this is it. So they're like, the guy's fake. He's a con. He's a con artist. That is the difference. So they're like, this is the other reason, and this is the thing, guys. It's so interesting because the questions are answering themselves before I repeat them, because I have more questions about this. So this is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons why um, they are afraid of Biden, because they're like, the moment Obama shows up to talk with Biden, we're done. Like, even though Obama, he's trying to be fair, he's trying to like not, do too much. Okay, right? So I feel like they're like, damn, like, oh no, like, if this is the power that he has over people. Thank God, guys, we had somebody like Obama before Trump, because he reminds people of what is real. Okay, seriously, he reminds you. That's the bottom line. He reminds people of what is real. Okay. Okay. He reminds people of what is real. So it's like, they're like, they don't know. They're like, oh, kid, because before, guys, they were angry. This is the thing. I think they were angry. They were so angry at Obama, because now the Democrats, they like them. Now we're gonna have an era where everything is conservative, everything is. So it hasn't happened. In fact, the opposite happened. Guys, when this whole thing goes down, after this tragedy that is like what we're going through right now, this long tragedy of the coronavirus and everything else, once it all goes through, okay, once it all goes through, the country has turned much more left than before. This is what ends up happening because he's so bad that he, and those people are so greedy. Okay, not just him. This is to be fair to him. That it's not just him. All of them. They're so greedy and so gross that people can't help. You don't have a choice, really. Like, do you want to die? Like, are you suicidal? Then go with them. You know what I mean? Like, because you have to. Come on, come on. And even guys, even the people that are right wing, even the people that are right wing, they know that even their employees, like you can't. He's hated. Like people hate him, and that is what drives the voters nowadays too. Is that we like hate this values. It's exhausting. He does nothing. And one guys, the whole thing with the hydroxy thing. When he said he lied about, I'm like, wow, I can't even. I just think about it. How evil you have to be. Okay, and how like careless and cynical. Okay, so do Trump and his Congress realize the country has now there's more that I want to say about this. So what they thought was that they're gonna, in order to fill the hole, the huge hole that Obama left, okay, or that he's still around, okay, but to fill the light of Obama, they have to create propaganda. Oh, propaganda channels, bots, trolls, to attack him. But still, guys, nothing stops the real thing. It's like try to cover up the sun. Oh, guys, this is why the first image is the best image. Try to cover up the sun is hard. I don't know how you're going to do that. That's kind of how Obama is. Try to cover up the sun. Try to say, well, this is a real sun, but it isn't. No, it's too hard. It's too hard. You need, you know what I mean? It's no. And that, in a way, it's actually makes a lot of sense why. This is also, it makes a lot of sense. Why do they want to attack Obama so much? Because it's not just because they don't like Obama. Is that Obama, because he's the real thing, he makes Trump look bad. Always. So it's not even whether they like Obama or not, is that next to Obama, Trump it becomes a fraud. So he's a fraud. He's always been a fraud, but he looks more and more fraudulent. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So the other thing, guys, okay, this is okay. Let me also ask another question that is related to this. I don't realize I'm reading here, realize I didn't ask, which is, does the GOP realize the country is totally against Trump? Like, clearly, it's not just the polls, but the zeitgeist. Everything is turned completely against. Do they realize this? Like, it's not just that Trump is going to lose; it's that anything associated with him is going to go down. Do they realize this, or do they think it's like, oh, I watch Fox News, or is it like what some people, Ari, the New York Times, they say. Some people say, oh, both sides. Let's do both sides. Because they created this bullshit. Oh, both sides. Yeah, both sides. Both sides. Yeah, so those it's bullshit. That's what both sides. Don't tell you both sides is bullshit. That's what it is, bullshit. So they realize that it's like think about how much they work to let the media push the media to lie about those both sides. Let's have both sides. No, both sides is bullshit. Okay, one motherfucker is full of shit. Okay, the other, oh no. So this is they realize that it has backfired, and it's like, but it's saying their whole plan has been to oppress the population. This is why they are very aware they are the minority. Okay, they just know it. They know they are the minority in this country. Okay, this is a fact. This is why they resort to crazy schemes like this, because they can't win fairly. There are not enough of them to win elections. So they thought they would find ways to suppress vote, to call people names. They do everything under the sun to try to suppress people. To no, they can't. No, we don't give up to this. No, no. So do they get tired, or what's happening? Do they realize this? But to them, it's like, no. It's like, guys, this is, sometimes I would like get mad, when people wrote something. It was like, don't repeat what he says or whatever. But it's just saying that they had this image. It's the good thing, the one thing that I think we could learn from them is that they have this image about the future they want to create, and they stick to it. They go. Obviously, they have a lot of money, right? It helps a lot. But they go. They're like, yeah, we're going to create a country that is like, the far right, Christian fascism, whatever you call it, right? Yeah, we're going to go. So they keep going, and they don't listen, and they keep, because they have the money behind them, right? So this allows them to not listen. They don't listen, and they pretend their victory depends on them ignoring the population. That's almost like everything they're about is about ignoring the population. So now it's the worst nightmare is coming to them, because they invested billions of dollars, and they sold the country, and they do everything to try to destroy, you know, They hate us, okay, guys. I don't know how else to put it. They hate us. They hate that we don't hate each other. They hate that we don't, we're not like, oh, I saw a man. Que see a man. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Like, I don't know what, like, seriously. Huh. Oh, huh. Why aren't you taking care of children at home? Hmm? Huh? Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're not attacked. Like, they hate it. They hate it. Okay. They hate it. Okay. They just hate it that we don't hate, so this is the thing. This is the thing. Okay. They hate us. They hate us. They hate the fact that we don't want a country where it's about their bullshit. And the more they try, this is like with all the money, all the power, they can't change us. They can't be like, oh my God, I should be ashamed of who I am. I should be like, oh, and like sometimes I mention trolls, but sometimes trolls are helpful because I understand what the talking points are. So yesterday I posted a video and there was some like random person like, Rosie, you should be glad, you should be happy for President Trump because you're alive today. You should be thankful for him. Like that's how they want us to think. They were like, oh, there's a traitor. The guy sold out his country. He's like what kind of like this is what they want us to think. They like, oh, they think we're like have no brain or something. They can put two and two together. Then they were like, oh, we owe the con artist. We owe the con artist our lives. We're so thankful that we're still alive today. No, no, okay. So it doesn't work. It does, guys. In the end, we're more united than ever. This is just wait. It's like they're working hard. They're working hard. The whole thing is gonna go down. It's gonna be, guys. Okay, I told you I was okay. So okay. This is the funny thing. Okay, the funny thing. Okay, so okay. The funny thing is like, okay. Francis seems to be surprised. I don't know which one is okay. Is surprised about they try to divide the ranks of the left to win and tell people that it was matter. They use it, especially in the back. Guys, this is so real that the even Mueller had a whole thing about how the Russians had all these fake African American groups on Facebook, on Twitter to pretend to create division, to sabotage, okay, to attack the people that are credible. This is true. And this has been true. Like this is part of voter suppression has many forms, okay, including this, okay. So like anyway, so the point that okay, that this is it, guys, okay. So that okay, sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked here, so let me just make sure that I'm this is like I said, they're angry at us that we are our like we have our minds, we care about Obama and they can't change. Because I think this whole story, guys, think about it, was so well organized, electing not just Trump, but then there was Netanyahu, there was the Bolsonaro, there was all these people all over the world, okay. They came through at the same time, and they now it's like, oh, we can have elections where we elect these people through social media and voter suppression, okay, by making people angry about bullshit, okay. So now it's like no matter how much money they put in, they still can't. And people, because well, I think what happened too is that his presidency woke us up to like, we're not accepting this. No way. This is awful. Nobody, we're not gonna, bow down. We're not, because the guys, listen, that's, I don't want to exaggerate, but if we don't do anything, we're dead. You know what I mean? Those people are, they're crazy in that way. Okay. So, okay, like they're willing to do anything. Okay. They just have no qualms. They just have no soul. Okay. 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 Now, do Trump and his cronies realize the country has no leadership right now? Okay, that's right. No, so in other words, they think that Trump is perfect because he says what at the end of the day, with all of Trump's like craziness, he says what they want to do. He does is like, oh, let's destroy Social Security, let's harm the veterans, let's do, like, he does it all. So they think that there is a leader because he convinces people, he is magic to them. So in other words, I think they're like they're too blind. I talked about this concept also, guys. There's a business concept called the what is it? The fallacy. It's not ship. What is it? Sunken cost fallacy. Okay, so it's this idea that when you invest in something too much, you are blinded. You don't have reason. You're blind, you're biased, and you can't see what is in front of your eyes because you have to believe that down the line it's going to pay off. It's like the gambler mentality, because the more you invest, the more you are likely to believe that your investment is correct, whether it's in resources or like a, a product line that is not working. Like, because sometimes the vision, people are blinded, they don't see what's in front of, they don't want to see it. Okay, so this is a sunken cost fallacy for them. They put too much in already for them to start. If they start believing they're going to lose, which they are going to lose, it's too late. And that's, I think, what's going to happen. Okay, now it was one of my favorite questions about, okay, about how they're feeling. Huh? Okay, now let's take the pulse of Trump bar turtle for how the GOP is doing right now regarding 2020 elections. Okay, so let's see how do they perceive the situation right now. Okay, let's start with Trump. Okay, how does he see his situation in terms of getting reelected? Okay, guys. So Trump, this is a thing. The guy, he's a megalomaniac. People tell him, like, okay, look, President Trump, the numbers are not doing so great, da, da, da. And I see him. He's like has this vision of himself, like he's like, I'm gonna be here, and then there's like a bombs burning down. Like, if I don't stay, I'm gonna burn the whole thing down. Like, really, I'm not saying he will actually be able to burn things down literally, but he can't conceive. This is why, guys, because he knows deep down that he could go to prison. Okay, okay. So Kishaka, exactly, how do we stop? We already are stopping this. We are getting the message out. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so let me go back here, guys, to the thing. Okay. So what I was gonna say is that but Trump bar and turtle fall. Okay. So he's like, oh, I'm gonna do it anyway. So the more, this is what is interesting. The more people tell Trump that, look, the numbers don't look so good, swing states stuff like this. He's like, no, but he sees himself in like the view he has from the White House, and like, I'm gonna lead this country, and I'm gonna, and he needs more insanity. It's not completely, it doesn't make sense. So like, okay, so this is interesting in this way, okay, that he sees all of this. Okay, he sees all of this like this, and that he gets on this. Okay, like, people say, President Trump, can you tone down, can you try to, like, it's, the numbers are bad. People who like him on his cabinet, he's like, no, I'm gonna win. And this is also, it's showing me here why he's so attracted to Putin. Putin is brilliant in his own way in terms of manipulating people. So he knows that he feeds Trump his megalomania vision. Oh, you can do this, I'm sure you can be the greatest like, he talks the way he wants to hear. Nobody else talks to Trump like this. He's like, oh, but gives this sense of megalomania, feeds his ego, his giant ego. Okay, so he gets like this, and that's how he can be manipulated. He doesn't. Okay, let me just ask a good question. Does Trump think that he's going to go to prison? Is he aware that he could go to prison? And how is he thinking of the Supreme Court decision? Does he stop and think about it, or, like, does he have a plan? Does he know where he's going to live if he doesn't win? Has he thought about? I'm serious. Has he thought about it? He doesn't know. He's like a drug. Seriously, he's like, no, no, okay, so okay. Because he likes, it's like, guys, I see has a video game joystick. He's like, yeah, I could play here. I could, pretend reality all the time. And we would pay the price for this thing. Okay, so pretend reality constantly, fake reality, that's it. He's subjecting us to his fake reality bullshit. Okay, so reality show. He's like, reality show president. I see this, like, so okay, does he know? Does he have a plan? No. Okay, does he have a plan? Does he think it's possible? No, he can't. Because, like I said, this is the thing, guys, is the gamblers. If a person who's addicted to gambling say, look, are you sure you're gonna bet all this money? You could lose. Are you sure? Like, maybe you don't want to lose your house. but it's the mental addiction. Oh no, no, but if I bet, I don't know, 100, I don't know how much, 100,000, I could win 10,000 million dollars. I don't know how they think, but it's like they never think that the thing couldn't work. Whereas the odds are small, you know what I mean? So, so like, okay, okay, so you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, so he's, he's that dangerous, guys. He's more, when people say, is he crazy? He's more dangerous than he's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, does it make sense? You could also say, is a gambler crazy? Like a gambler could appear to be normal, but you know what I mean? Like it's a mental thing that he has. Okay, so does he think it's possible? I think people like, okay, there's a lot of people telling him this, like, look, the numbers are bad. People are telling him, and he's slowly processing this, but the idea, guys, that okay, does he think he could go to prison? His whole life, think about it, his whole life he got away with these crimes. His whole life, his dad got away, like all of these people got away, like he got away with this. It's inconceivable that something could happen to him. He likes it, the danger excites him, like the fact that he's constantly breaking the law and stuff like that. Okay, you know what I mean? So like, okay, so okay, okay. So that's why, guys, this is also explains in some ways why he, the whole thing, for example, coronavirus, right? Like why he says things that are completely not true. It's also because he needs the fantasy in order to survive. He can't accept, he'll never say, yeah, people are dying. He says, oh yeah, people are dying. He suppresses his enjoyment of suffering, right? He suppresses, but you could tell he loves it. He loves people are dying. So yeah, people are dying. Like, right, he likes it. But okay, so he needs, this is the thing, he can't live in reality. This is the thing, he cannot survive in the world of reality. He has to create it. He has to, and the fact that he has a blank canvas now, okay, to do all of this, he gives him this sense of power. So this is why I still see him, guys, when he leaves. This is kind of interesting why it's like I see the people that remove him, guys, like he's on a, I don't know if he ever goes into something where it's like a real breakdown, like he can't make sense of reality at all, or it's just that he lives in a fantasy, that the idea that he could, like, no, I'm gonna tell him I have the, the nuclear code. Or I don't think he does, but I don't think he can, like, really. But he's willing to do anything. Like I said, he's gonna try to. I was like, let's see what I could do. I could say, I could, Putin, come get me. Like he could make up all kinds of things. We don't even know. Okay, so he's capable. This is why he lives in a fantasy world. And like, for example, okay, so let's say that he has to vacate. If he loses, okay, let's say he's going to be around. I still don't think he's going to be around to the election. I don't know, but he's like, who, I'm going to be the first person who's going to say, I'm not leaving the White House. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to remove me? Go ahead, Bits. Go ahead. Go ahead. And try to use the white supremacist terrorists, okay, to help him or something like that, okay? So he's pushing the boundaries constantly. He's like, he's the classic abuse. There's people who are abusers are like this too. They push the boundaries, see what you could say no to, what you can get away with, okay? So that's why he's a madman, okay? Like, he's not crazy. Like I said before, earlier today, I said he's not that crazy because he's never said anything bad about Putin or Saudi Arabia. If he were truly crazy, he would not have a sense, but okay, that he never says, he's very consistent in that way. Okay, so anyway, so that's him. That's how he sees the situation. Okay, now next. Okay, so how does Turtle, no, what has Bar? What about Bar? Guys, have you seen, it's funny because have you seen that there's a meme online of like it's a cartoon of a dog and inside a burning house. It's nothing to see here, nothing to see here, is that guy. So I see Bar, like there's all these fires around. Like imagine if he's in a park or something, there's all these these tons of fires. It's like there's nothing going on, nothing. And then he looks behind him. There's a huge giant fire. He's like, hey, listen, there's nothing going on. Don't worry about it. Just and it's like he's a little guy trying to put down this gigantic fire, and he's sweating, like trying to. He's like a then becomes like a firefighter trying to like with the water thing try to put down the fire. He can't. That's his job to put down the fire. Okay, that's it. He's firefighter for Trump's crimes. The fire are Trump's crimes. Too many, too many. Okay, okay. Now why? Okay, tell me more. How does Barr see? I can't think right now. I can't think. There's too many. He's not even thinking. He's saying he's desperate. Okay, okay. Okay, so he's desperate. There's fires everywhere. Too many fires. Too many fires. He can't. He's not in the. It's like it's not like he's like, oh, let me think about it. He doesn't have the time. It's like he's for some guys. I have to ask many interesting questions now. Bringing up Bar. Okay, actually, many interesting guys. I'm so glad we did this. It's very good. Okay, because I feel like oof, we'll have time to talk about. Okay, so this is the thing. He doesn't have the time to think. He's very preoccupied with hundreds of fires. Okay, so he's not. Wait, I can't. I'm like what like fire, the fires. Okay, so this is that situation. Let me finish here with Turtle, and then I'll go into the Bar situation. Okay, more specifically about Bar about this. I still wanna. The last person that I want to look into in terms of how they see the upcoming election is Turtle. Okay, so how does Turtle see the choices? He's deflated. He's like this. Yeah, he's like everything is deflating. We're so close now. Deflating. He's deflating. Elaine. Elaine, I don't know Elaine. I hear they're making soup for me. I gotta make a soup. Make soup. Make soup for me. Like he's not even crying, but he's deflating. You know what is interesting, guys? You know the image I have. You know, you've seen those like floating things for pool. You know, like it's almost like they had this like fake reality that was like all these this pool things that you could float in the pool, and now it's deflating. Okay, it's deflating. And it's like, damn, we had it painted so perfectly, and now it's deflating. In other words, the scenario, the background on the theater is falling apart. Okay, the scenario is over. Okay, so he's like, and I see because he's saying from his perspective, he just feels like there isn't enough air here. There isn't enough air. So okay, let me just see. So Turtle, do you think Trump's gonna win? Hell no, hell no, hell no. I don't think he can win anymore. No, I don't think we're on track to win this. I don't think we're on track. No, I don't think we are on track to win this. I don't think that's possible. No. So like okay, the other interesting thing, you know how he said the other day, he said something really racist about Obama, like Obama should have kept his mouth shut or something. Like you know how he said that, and it's like now he's like he's such a. I don't think those people have a heart. They have something. I don't know whatever it is they have, but it's interesting because he's trying to play the extremist game because he feels like that. Hey, that's the only option we have right now is to be as extreme because there's nothing, there's no path, there's no strategy. Okay, and like okay, as you know, exactly said various exactly so what I was going to say here too, guys, and this is not to say obviously as I don't like Putin, I don't I'm not into these people, but what I understand here is that the person who really made Trump win was Russians. Okay, they were the ones who like put it together, the strategy to like go get into the computers, get the troll farms, get the thing. This was a Russian thing. Okay, without them, Trump owes his victory to Putin. That's a fact. Without his support, he cannot win. And I'm not even, guys. Do you remember? This is one day thing. Nothing. I hope to God we're gonna find out. With the messaging. Remember at the beginning, the messaging was all the WikiLeaks that was pushing the hashtags. This is the Russians who started this. Okay, so without them, and without them like doing all of this, okay, they cannot win. They cannot win. So this is it. If and I and it's not like Rosenau she loves Putin. No, not like this at all. But what I'm saying is that they have a point. Okay, if I had put the guy in the presidency, I would want him to do things for me, right? Wouldn't you? Like seriously, like right? Like it makes sense. So this is the problem here is that he without those people who have a kind of like a bigger ability to cause harm. Like, you know what I mean? They can't do it themselves. They're stupid. Guys, look at what's his name? You know, okay, so like look at it. What's his name, guys? Oh my God, I even know Nunes. Look at how dumb those people are dumb, guys. They do, that's why they need a bigger person to manipulate them, okay? Okay. So okay, so next. Okay, so in other words, Turtle is the only one who is preoccupied because he knows he's in the position to know Barr is too desperate and Trump is in like the mental, megalomania, okay? Now let's talk about this. Now they're so upset. Okay, okay, they were so upset about women speaking. That's how they are scared of campaigning. Okay, now here, and thinking about Obama and his VP Biden, what do they know about? Okay, this is the two questions that are kind of in one. Okay, thinking about Obama and Biden, what do they know? What do Obama and Biden know about Trump's election and or crimes that we don't yet know? Is this why Putin? Because the one thing that I find very interesting. Okay, one thing that I found very, very interesting is that Putin, this whole thing, guys. Think about how interesting that the Ukraine thing. They were it was all about attacking. They hate Biden for some. I mean, and the ambassador in Ukraine, the woman Marie Yovanovitch, right? She said that Biden was one of the people that pushed for the punishment of the mob. Okay, why are they so hate? They hate. Why do they hate Biden so much? Because Biden, guys, he seems to be a nice person. Okay, not just beyond the connection of Obama. Why are they so scared of Biden? Okay, okay, okay. So guys, don't push his stories. Okay, with like don't get into the fear mongering. Okay, they like, guys. Do you think no? I don't think. Okay, don't get into this. Don't get into their like, oh, they're gonna have like, stop this. Okay, like, okay, I'm just gonna remove this because guys, I know, Francie, you're in the right place, but I just, these images, guys, are not, let's not spread those images, okay? Like, oh my God, they have guns, like, so what, like, okay, just to be mindful, like, we don't need this, like, we don't need to spread their like, like their thing, okay? So I know that's not what you mean, Francie, but you know what I mean, like, it just because we don't want to think like to spread their fear mongering. Oh my God, they're gonna, whatever. Okay, okay. Now let me continue here because the important thing that I was gonna say, why are they so afraid? Is that why? Because I was like, oh, maybe this is why they are so afraid of Biden because they know Biden knows. So what do Obama and Biden know about the crimes of Trump? And okay, and then I want to ask about President Obama. What does he think from President Obama's perspective? How does he think this is going to end? Does he know something about what could be coming? Okay, let's seriously. Okay, okay. Why do they hate Biden and what? Okay, what does Obama? What do they know? Okay, so guys, this is kind of interesting. Okay, so many things. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, anyway, so I so anyway, guys, so maybe let me discover here because I sometimes, as you know, I pick on the comments. Sometimes I seriously like, okay, sometimes I as you know, it's just because I read them, so I can help. So, but I have a lot to say here, so I'm gonna cover the comment section so I can pay not get unfocused. Okay, so anyway, so that's the story. Okay, now um so this is the thing. Now, first thing, I see that Obama and Biden, because they were in the cabinet, they heard. I feel like they heard this audio. There was like audio recordings of them having some sort of conversation deal. And you know what? I see the face of the Russian ambassador, that guy. I remember who it looks like, and Flynn and others in the Trump campaign having conversations. They were in some sort of scheme. At the time, they didn't know exactly what the scheme was, but it was strange. They thought they talked too much to these people and they have a scheme, something. They weren't exactly sure what it was. Okay, that's part one. And so the reason why they say the reason why they don't like, especially Biden, is it's actually quite simple. It's because they are attacking the world order that we have now, the liberalism, right? So they have to attack the people that are popular and the people that can sustain it. So it's actually not personal. It's just that they have to say, oh, that Putin is great. The system, they have to create an opposition to the system of government in their own way. You know, it's all about, guys, what do the Russians do? What are they good at? Narratives. They create these narratives and they attack people, but it's all very calculated. So the reason they're afraid of Biden because he, guys, have you seen the photo of Obama facing the other guy? Okay. So you know what I mean? Like, he's like Obama next to Putin. He's like, and he was much bigger. He's like not afraid of him at all. And they that's why they don't like Obama. They don't like Biden because they go after them. Okay, that's simple. It's not complicated. And the result, they hate Democrats because Democrats are not going to be down with this bullshit. That's like actually quite simple. It's actually quite simple. So that's part one. So they hear they know it. Okay, and that's part. Not only is because they know that the guy is a criminal, you know, that guys, and those people at the time they didn't know the full story, but they heard it. They know it's not fake. They know the story. You know what I mean? They know the story. Okay. So at the time, because they say like at the time, since they didn't have the full picture, it's difficult. You couldn't completely stop the guy. It was right before, I think it was already had been elected, or there was something. They didn't know too much. They knew bits and pieces. They were unprepared. They were like not, they couldn't conceive that something like this could happen. Okay. So you know what I mean? So like, you know, so this is it. So this is, they hear, they've, and I think they both remember the you know, it was like I swear, guys, it was like a phone. You know, if you hear a phone call sometimes on TV shows, like news shows or something, like they hear things and you can hear that it's a bit distant. It's not a perfect audio, but there was something. And I think also, I tell you why I think it was the Russian ambassador, because there was a translator. They heard the thing was, some of it was in Russian. They had like, there was a person translating, or like a audio person on, you know, they had to translate it for Obama and the other one. Okay. So like, so this is like, okay, so that's, and they were so brazen, and they were like they were so friendly, and they were like, yeah, it's kind of fascinating that Trump sounds very different on those calls than they sounds in public. He's very meek on the calls, you know. He is always bragging on the thing. Okay. So, you know, okay. So next. So this is a story. Okay. All right. Okay. So anyway, okay. So that makes sense. Okay. So this is they're afraid that, guys, you know what it is? It's very simple. Actually, thank God, you know, this is actually very helpful because it's simple. It's like they are criminals. Biden and the other people are like the cops. They don't like them. Okay, like that's not, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, let's attack the people who could come after us. That's simple. It's that simple. Okay. They know that the other people they could buy. Okay. So they find the people. This is like, guys, even the Democrats, like the, you know, there's some of the far left people. They know the ones that hate it. They found the people that were resentful of others. They found the ones to recruit. They know those people, the mediocre ones, the one, you know what I mean? Okay. So next. Now this is super interesting. Okay. Oh my God, I like Manjula. Okay. So okay, now guys, there's a okay, I haven't told you the most important part. Okay, there's more information here, more information. Okay, more important. Okay, not more important, the most important part here. So okay, so now part of the question was, does Obama have an idea of what's going to happen next? Does Obama know? Okay, does Obama know what is going to happen next? So then, guys, I see. Okay, I see Obama, somebody from the Joint Chiefs of Staff talking to Obama, and he's saying, "Okay, I'm here if you need me." Okay, I think they have, and I don't know, guys. I remember back in the day, I used to see this happen, but it's like Obama, offers support, and I don't know, guys. Like I said, I apparently there it's not that there's a council of former presidents, but there is something like, okay, let's say seriously, if something happened and there is nobody to take over, I'm sure they can rely on a former president, because at least they know how to, imagine if a person, okay, and this is why, even if whether you like Biden or not, okay, you know, this, whether you like Biden or not, the point is we need somebody who knows how things work, because if you put a new person in, the guy may have destroyed so much. Okay, you need somebody who has institutional experience, because it is what it is. It is like this. It's like the guy may have destroyed so much that you need somebody who remembers, who has, that's why they attack Biden so much, and it doesn't work. Clearly it's not working, right? Nobody's, oh, Trump said something bad about Biden, and Trump is he's so honorable, right? Like, no, nobody cares what he thinks. Okay, so that's the answer, that's the reason. Okay. Okay, now I have more questions, guys. I think one of you, what was it? What I think Audrey had a question. Now let's go to the bar, because I finished this part. Okay, let's go to the bar thing. I have a few more questions. I have a few more questions. Oh, I have a question about the bar. The guys you're asking about the bar. What was the bar thing? Okay, the bar. Let me go back here if I can find it. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. Why did Barr say he wasn't investigating Obama or Biden? Okay. Okay. So this is why did he say? Because first they're like, are they gonna go ahead with this bullshit? Because guys, can you imagine if they bring Obama in? Like, hey, bring Obama in, bitch. Go ahead. Like, it's gonna turn against them very quickly. Okay. Is that why? Okay. So what was it? Why did he say he's not investigating them? Because guys, it goes back to the theater. I don't think it's like they go through the documents, they try to say, because we know what it is. Barr, at heart, he's a defense attorney. So the defense attorney is like, tries to find, the glove doesn't fit, the glove doesn't fit, he tries to find something. He looks at everything, he tries to find something to, like, oh, but how do you know this was they were supposed to sign it with a blue pen? Why is it signed with a black pen? They find bullshit, seriously, to cling on, to say there was something wrong with it. It's the same thing that people, you know what I mean, those people who represent famous people who are clearly guilty. Okay, like, it's the same, it's exactly that what he does. So okay, so then I think, okay, so what I understand here is that no, it was not about investigating them. It's like about creating innuendo, the propaganda innuendo, and like interfere, and to put people. He wants to make people feel afraid. Also, Democrats. Okay, but I don't think there's nothing. What is it gonna say? Like, investigate this, guys. It's the same thing. Cause it's the same thing as Hillary's emails. But her emails. Oh my God, they have a risotto recipe. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, think about how I was. Oh my God, remember when that was all the problems? It was the risotto recipe. Meanwhile, the guy's like has arms deals with Saudi Arabia. I guess people kill, like, the amount of crimes. But she has a risotto recipe in the emails or whatever that is. Okay, so like, it's just okay. So it's like, it's ridiculous. Okay, so no, because that's not the point. The point is not to investigate, really. It's to find bullshit. But Peter Strzok, Peter Strzok, guys, remember how they were attacked? Because he was the head investigator for Russia right? So he knows that's like, they attack those people, okay, and that's just like, so okay, so no, he's not really investigating. Okay, so now let me ask a question. Oh, this is I have questions also, guys. Do you mind? Okay, I'm gonna go over a little bit, okay, if it's okay, because I have a few more questions. Okay, first of all, Lindsey Graham was threatening to subpoena. He's doing all of this. Is it gonna work? Are they gonna do like a Benghazi 2.0 or whatever that is? before the election, they're gonna get Democrat like Susan Rice or somebody, or I don't know who they want to get there to like, oh, bullshit. Is Lindsey Graham going to do that? Okay, is he going to do that? A second question I have, and then I wrote the other day, is Barr being investigated on behind the scenes? Like, because is there somebody investigating Barr because he's doing so much, guys? He's as bad as I don't know. He's very dangerous. Okay, is somebody, because you know what it is? Oh, this is why, guys. The other day I told you. Oh, this I posted, right? The thing about Epstein. That they remember how there was news. I linked to, guys. Many newspapers reported. This was, I think, in November of last year, or December or something. They were investigating the death of Epstein, and they said even publicly they were investigating some sort of criminal organization. So I'm like, you must be investigating Barr then, huh? Mm-hmm. 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 So that's what I want to know. Is anybody investigating Barr right now? Because he's okay. Okay, like I'm sorry, like this is not acceptable. Okay, so is anybody investigating Barr right now? Let me just ask. Start to this. Is anybody investigating him? Like he's very dangerous. Okay, is there like some sort of tap, whatever you call it? You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of recording thing, like something. Okay. First, guys, you know what I see? I see that foreign intelligence has a lot of information. Remember how he went to Rome to meet with, guys, this is real. He went to Rome trying to find the Russian thing. Oh, remember it was a story. It was something about the guy. Oh God, we already forgot about it. The professor, Misfud, who's an obvious Russian asset. Okay, I was like, oh, but he's a professor gave me something. Yeah, yeah. So okay, so let's see here. Okay, guys, and they're like treason. This is treason. I think that because you know like I was telling you, CIA doesn't work inside the country, but outside of the country they pick up information. People give stuff to them, so they're like they saw that he was out down there dealing with the Russians, try to create a lie to, you know what I mean? Like, guys, I don't know. Okay, so like, okay, so this is the story. Okay, they know. Okay, but what about here? Okay, now let's ask the real question: is anybody investigating Barr for the death of Epstein? Okay, okay, so is anybody investigating Barr for the death of Epstein? Guys, I think this was a real, like, this was tough. Okay, I think it was like the form, I think nobody's talking because they're afraid. Like, if you talk, like the same thing could happen to you. Like, seriously, like if you say something, because the guards, I kind of feel for them in a way because it's like, would you say, oh yeah, it was him, like, or whoever it was? Oh yeah, there was some guy. No, if they saw something strange, they're gonna keep quiet about it. Okay, right? Okay. So obviously I'm not saying that he killed the guy himself, but what I mean is that I said, you guys, you saw the video that I saw. Okay, he's like a foreign person, something like that. But the point is that is allowing for this to happen. I think nobody's talking. Okay, he was in the vicinity of the thing. Okay, so so next, sorry. So how is okay? So what are the okay? So let me just see here the car. I haven't used cards yet, but this is interesting. Okay, just want to finish this question. So he, guy. Oh, the other thing I have to say. So the foreign people, they have already people already have the financial information about Barr. His financial movements. They want to know who is getting who is getting the money, who finances him, like what are the kind, it's like a mob investigation, guys. Okay, honestly, it's a mob investigation. Okay, and I think at first the thing about Barr, what's interesting is that with Trump, investigation started a while back. Okay, but with Barr, it's relatively new because he came into the scene later on, much later on. And think about, he was friends with Mueller. I can't believe that he used to be a respectable person, I guess. Yeah. So okay, Now, okay, guys, okay, can I tell you? Okay, I do think it could be. Can I tell you this? Like, okay, and I do think, okay, okay, it could be the Israeli like intelligence also, the people, because you know what I see Jared connect. You know who would know about this? Jared knows about the death of Epstein, because it's the information. It's people having this secret information about like their, I don't know, blackmail. One, it's like some sort of like intelligence, like foreign intelligence thing. Okay, it's something. I think Barr, Barr is a tool. They could influence Barr to try to cut, get the cameras turned off or something. Okay, but I think the people that want to get him, they wanted to get it. They wanted to make sure he was not gonna talk. Okay, so it was like they all had the same goal, which is to eliminate Epstein because he was gonna talk. Okay, so like if he talks, it exposes like many things, many. Okay, so I don't know if it could be the Russian mob, the Israeli Russian mob. I don't know what mob it is, but that is it. He was gonna. I think it could be, how. I don't even know if it's a country, but it is the mob connected to countries. Okay, essentially, he was gonna expose the whole thing. Think about it. He was gonna expose the whole thing. How he made his money. They had the information already, but if he talked, you die. Like that's, I understand, because it would jeopardize their entire business. Because I think this mob thing, guys, the business, what is it? Children, like, or teenage girls that they sell. Okay. And then it's not just that they have sex with the guys, but the profitable thing is the blackmail. And I told you before, guys, I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know what I think it is? A lot of people who are Trump donors have been blackmailed by him. Okay. It's not that they love him necessarily, it's because he has the dirt on him. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's part of this. Okay. And I'm not saying that Barr is not guilty, but I don't think Barr is the mastermind. Barr is, he behaves. Okay. This is the thing. Is really, is really this. Okay. So you know what I mean? I think is that okay? It's just so it is, but I just think this is like, it's not that, like I said, that the Bar is like, oh, he's a good, no, it's not a good guy at all. But he's a soldier. He's not the mastermind either. It's, I think, you know what it is, guys. This is a mob government. Okay, this is it. That's what it is. That's why it's dangerous to deal with them. These people are like the mob. Okay, this mob of people who like the money. Think about billions of dollars in money laundering. All of this. It's a mob. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, it's the cover is the mob. I don't, I don't know why I said that is, but I don't, like I said, I don't think I think it's a mob that is in some governments, and those people, some corrupt people in some governments, they are involved in this thing, and they are afraid. But God help give us strength to stand and to observe whatever comes out. Okay, it's time. It's time. Okay, it's time for this bullshit to come out. Okay, and let's be strong. We're not, let's be strong. Okay, so just quick question. Okay, is Barr being investigated right now? This is the thing that I'm almost like most curious about. Is he being, because he must be talking, like, who's giving him orders? Who is he talking to? Okay, who is he talking to? You know what I mean? So is somebody listening to conversations? Huh? Hmm? Okay, so because I kind of feel like, but it has to be so careful, guys. It has to be so careful. Like, think about it. Think about it. The person, you know what I'm saying? The guy is capable of like, hey, there's a guy over there who knows something. Yeah, let's give him a heart attack or whatever you call it. Okay. So the desperation. This is what, guys. You see the bar, the vision I saw was he's putting down fires. He's not even thinking. So okay, so let's see here. From Bar's perspective, what is the most dangerous thing? What's the biggest fire that he has to put down right now? There could be a huge explosion with the Supreme Court, but before then, is a lot. There's more of some Epstein stuff. Is like there. Oh, that's right, guys. Do you remember how? Like, do you remember this? How a judge was gonna to make public? Okay, okay. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like how do you call it? Actually, what do you mean by the Koch brothers are? They are like connected. You know this, right? They're all friends. Koch brothers are funding. Right, you're saying. Okay, but seriously, okay, so okay, now tell me about, so is Barr under investigation? Okay. Okay, so he said, yeah, this is the Epstein documents. Guys, remember how like a judge was supposed, whatever happened to the judge that said that those documents are going to be made public? I still haven't seen them. I don't, have you seen, there was the other day they were said, oh, it's going to come out. Where are the documents? I'm waiting. Oh, that's right. Now I remember the judge said, well, let's talk about what's the, I'm just like, just make the whole damn thing public. Okay. I think it's Amy. No, I just remember how I went to the thing. Is a woman, but she has a Polish last name. I don't know if I. Okay, okay. So go back here. So let's go back. So is Bar being investigated right now? Oh, the past information. Uh-uh. Oh, yeah. Look, the sun coming out, coming out, coming out from the oven. Election or travels could also be okay. Election secret, multiple secrets. Yeah, multiple secrets here. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. About him. Okay. Oh, look, guys, the mob. This is what I was telling you. The mob. The gambler's upside down. He belongs to this mob. Guys, that's it. The mob. I think, okay, can I tell you what I really think? I think those Russian oligarch mob people over there, they were very smart people. Okay. I think those are the leaders. Like, they're the real leaders. And they got, like, into the right wing Christian people. And they put that in their heads. They're going to help them. They're going to, okay. So the mob knows information about him. The mob knows information because, guys, the mob does not, you don't work for them unless they have dirt on you. You know, I think that's what I think. I think they make sure they have dirt on people, and that's how you work for them. Because otherwise, if you mess up, well, for my house, well, okay, here the gift from the from the mob. Okay, the deal. Look, they had their handshake. We have deal here. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. God bless. Oh, look again, guys, the mob. Oh, there are. Oh, oh, yeah. Hmm. Desperate. There he is, desperate. He's desperate. He's desperate. Okay, there he is, desperate with the gun. They're finding the money. So what? Okay, guys, let me just find out what is. So what is it? Yeah, I think they said. Okay, so what is this thing of bar? What is exactly the investor question is? It's clear there's a mob connection here, okay, and there's evidence of the connection. Here's what is would suggest is that the way he's acting is because it's connected to the mob. It's also that he's desperate because they're discovering the money. Okay, okay, so but still, okay, so let's see here. Okay, so the shady something happened in the past there. Now this upside down, it could also mean that there's shady deals, but the sun is that it would come out and it would be bad. Okay, so multiple secrets or stuff related to the election. Okay, okay, him or Trump or who. Okay, just one more here. Okay, the group, the organization, so the mob, I think it's the mob thing. They have a deal to make it happen. Okay, okay, now, okay. So what exactly do they have on Bar alone? Does anybody have information on Bar? How is it going to go down? Okay. What is the thing they have him for? Like, who's telling him to do things? Like, you know what I mean? Who's his, people, I've said this before. People are like, oh, but his boss is Trump. No, I think Trump and him work for the same people, but I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So how are they going to get him? Okay. How are they going to get him? What do they have on him? Do they have an investigation? What do they have on him? Manipulation. Look, the law. Okay, the law is looking at his manipulation of the thing. Okay. Oh, the family could be the. Oh, the family. Okay, guys, you know how his daughter works for the Treasury? Think about it. This is so bad. Okay, public. Oh yeah. Interessante. I'm fine. Interessante. The lady. Hmm. Oh, the treachery. Okay, so public treachery. Public treachery is important. Okay, so guys, he's abused. Okay, oh my God, I'm just like, success upside down for him. Trapped. He's trapped. For he trapped. He trapped. The friend. Interesting. Now this is interesting, guys, because you know how he was friends with Mueller. He was friends with Mueller, and I wonder. So I wonder if somebody's taking this bitch down. Yeah. Okay. So, oh look, the fortune, everything goes down for him. Of course, what we were expecting. Theft. So, okay. So, guys, what is his motivation here? I think he has the mind. He's crazy. Okay. He's crazy. He's like he wants the authoritarian thing. He wants the Jesus type. Those types of governments. Okay. So, but okay, but I don't think no Mueller, poor Mueller. I feel for Mueller, but it's not that. It's not set a trap. It's more like I think also that law enforcement could be angry at him for what he's done to Mueller. Okay, I'm sorry, really. Okay, so I think it's always money. Okay, it's money here. I think guys. Can I tell you something else that is like really interesting? You know, that like a lot of those judges, right, that they are picking are from the Federal Society, and that he's a right wing Christian, like Christian and Catholic. Okay, so the other lawyer in the White House, Pat Cipollone, he's the founder of the Catholic Prayer Breakfast. With who is the co-founder of this Catholic Prayer Breakfast? It's the guy from the Federal Society, Leonard Leo. So I think it could be something there. That who finances those people? Hmm? 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 So one day they really find the money, guys. The money doesn't lie, okay? Money trail doesn't lie. So okay, let me just a quick last question and then we'll go. So is there evidence? Does anybody have evidence that Barr helped get Epstein killed? Obviously he doesn't, he doesn't have the physical strength to kill somebody like that, but clearly he opened the doors, literally, maybe for. So okay, so is it okay? So okay, is there evidence that he helped? Okay. Oh, devil. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. That's fine. Is there any evidence? Okay. Is there evidence? Is he okay? Look how interesting, guys. Very similar cards. Look. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So okay, this is more okay. Then we'll go. Wow. So is there evidence of him trying to help? Okay, get him killed. Okay. Okay, so my sense, guys, it doesn't necessarily tell me about evidence, but what it suggests here, it tells me that this is very compromising for the White House. And you know how, okay, I always talk about this law firm, okay? The law firm is called what is it? Something Ellis. I always talk about it. Anyway, so Kavanaugh worked for this law firm. Barr worked for this law firm. Pat Cipollone worked for this law firm. So these are I clearly it seems like is this Kirkland. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Kirkland Ellis. That's right. So what it suggests, and those are the people that organized the deal in 2009 for Epstein, the same law firm. So and I remember, guys, one time I left a message of the guy. Can you believe I called? I called the lawyer. This classic. So I left a message for him. I said, I hope you do the right thing. This was around the Epstein. I hope you think of all the children that are being trafficked right now because you claim to be religious, but I wonder. I wonder. I said it nicely. I didn't yell, but it was like it's upsetting. These people should know that people, Okay. Anyway, okay. So what I think it suggests here is that they are trying to suppress the information from coming out. That in these documents of Epstein, there is guys, and I feel like information about Trump, not just his sexual thing, but business. You know how he had the modeling agency and those kinds of things, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like there is more that we're gonna hopefully God would show God, please show us the truth, okay? This needs to come out, okay? So this is the thing now. This is a woman. It could be let's just change. Somebody is trying to expose the devil, and this, guys, is a card of something coming out, okay? And this, what is this? This is blockage. So what it makes sense to me is that the people are, his purpose was to block this stuff from coming out. So blocking because there's a deal, blocking the deal, okay, blocking through a deal or ending a deal to make it come out. See, this is interesting because this is somebody parading. The meanings are different. This is a victory. And this is news. This is like a news comes out, okay? So this is a parade. So in other words, I feel like, well, his purpose, whatever happened with Epstein, was to suppress the information that would compromise the White. This is all, guys. This is like doesn't, but when sometimes cards put things together in such a way that it's like aha moments, okay, like this to me, like hello, right? Okay, so it makes sense. So the block, you see, like, okay, so they want to block this person. I think maybe a judge from the information. Okay, here the devil, like exposing the devil and making it public. The devil works. Okay, and then here we have blocking a deal to make it public. Blocking. Maybe this is. I remember on the time of Epstein that he had made a deal. Maybe this is it, guys. Maybe Barr knew that Epstein had cut a deal that he was going to talk before this whole thing came out. He made a deal. It wasn't public yet, but he knew there was a deal. So it's like, bitch, gotta go, bitch, gotta go. Okay, he killed. Okay. So okay, now then what we have here? The White House upset. The White House upset about. Why are they upset about it? Huh? Yeah, but that's okay. Bar, this is not the dad. His dad is dead. Okay, I don't think it's a big deal what his dad did. It's about Trump. His dad is small fish. Okay, whatever his dad did, even if he became, oh, his dad was a weird person, like whatever, big deal. His dad, and he's not that big of a deal person. It was about Trump because the White House is upside down. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like it's not about his dad. I don't think, even if his dad was a creep or whatever, like it's not nearly okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now this is a card of thoughts, but it was upside down. Is worried. The White House is worried. There was a woman here, and a woman could be one of the witnesses, okay, or somebody could be the Ghislaine woman. I don't know, but that doesn't matter. The point is the White House is worried. And what is this? This is very upsetting. This is contrarietatis piacere. In other words, contrariety, displeasure. But it's like, what? Okay. Oh my God. So they're worried because it would be really upsetting. So then what is it? Loyalty upside down. What is he loyal to? And this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the wife, but the wife in the sense of the business partners. And that's what it goes back to the Kirkland Ellis law firm. Because those people all work together. So you know what I'm saying? Like they has to protect the business of his friends, of the entire Christian right people that I think ultimately could be even involved in this on a bigger level. And this is the Kool-Aid. Okay. So think about it, guys. This makes sense why, because if the full truth came out about Epstein. And it makes more sense now in retrospect. It's not even the business titans that are involved in this and they blackmail, okay? Okay. It's that Trump. It would unveil the truth about Trump. You know what I mean? It would unveil the truth about because he's involved in this, guys, and it has. I think it's beyond what his sexual thing is the money that he's made from girls. I think he's a pimp. Okay, he's a high class pimp of teenage girls that are like trafficked. Okay, that's it. That's what I thought. Not all of them, but he's involved in this somehow, guys. Either it's the blackmailing or something. He knows something, okay, like this. Okay. So that's it. That makes sense. So in other words, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, and then I swear I go. I have a last question. Just a last question. Just a last question. Is there evidence? I'm sorry, I keep asking, but I want to know: is there like something written about him? Is it a case against? Is he gonna show up in this whole thing of Epstein? Okay, money. Look, it's the money, guys. It's the money. There's some financing. Look, it's all money. So there's the way to come to it. Okay, is there evidence or something in the child? Oh, oh. Oh, oh, look, the foreign power, the child and the foreign power. So it shows something about Epstein. So it's interesting. It doesn't tell me, okay? It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me like actual evidence, but I think ultimately, this is not crazy. Oh, look, the law. The law looking, huh? The law looking. Oh, there's conversations, meetings. Okay, so yeah, exposing. This is the cat upside down. Lies, the truth comes out. Truth's coming out. Uh-huh. Oh, look, the girls, guys. Look, the teenage girls. God bless them, okay? Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna go, okay? Oh my God, guys, can I, okay, the God, please bless all the souls that were touched by this horrible crimes, okay? Because you know who's here, guys, coming to me is, remember the girls I told you I saw some girls that had died. Do you remember this story? It was so creepy. That's why when people ask me to do this, okay, when people ask me to do this, I don't like it because it's, and they're back here. They're like, please, Rosie, tell me, it's gonna be okay. Like, please, please. They're like, they're young, they're very young. Oh my God, guys, the same. They come back. Please, play, please, please find the light. I hope that you find blessed, 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 blessed. Guys, that's why when people ask me, I don't like to do it because it's so intense. And they are saying my mom in Ukraine. They remember how I said this before, guys. They are in Ukraine, two sisters from Ukraine or something like that. My mom never knew what happened to us. But I need Rosie. They're like, I need the truth, okay, please. And I think I think it's gonna come out. You know, yeah, they're telling me, guys. I still see God. God, please bless them, okay. Yeah, it's okay, guys. It's okay because I see it. So what's so creepy to me is that it comes. I have done so many readings. I forget things. I don't remember, and it come back. It shows me the island, the damn island, the digging in the island for the bones. Okay, and then they're pointing to me a newspaper article, a header of a newspaper thing. They found the thing. Okay, so it's gonna be soon. But it's like I tell my mother every day. They're telling. I think the mother may be still alive. Okay, like it's gonna come out. You're gonna find out what happened. The mother, poor mother. I feel for her, the mother. Okay, she prays. She's very religious. The mother, their mother. Okay, and I hope that the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna, honestly, it's like this is like you see these stories like this, guys. It's like the people. How many people are touched by these tragedies? You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, but forget about the election. He's not gonna have time for the election. There's more stuff coming out. The Epstein stuff. I guess I'm talking about is not the. This is gonna come after. But she's in the 3 years the most. They're gonna have headlines in the newspapers. My mother's gonna have peace of mind. Okay, she's not. She can't go. She can come here because she's still so sad about what happened to us. She doesn't know. Okay, so I hope please. Okay. So anyway, so guys, okay, it's okay. It's okay now. It's okay because before it was shocking to me. Remember the story. My God. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, addiction. Last question. Last question. I so because this is a controversial topic. I just what about the woman? I don't like her at all. The creep. Because Ghislaine. Do you remember her, Ghislaine? She's creep. That one's a creep. So what's gonna happen to her? That woman creep. Yeah. No, I don't know. I know. No, guys. I don't know the name. Okay. Okay. I don't know the name. I don't. It's a Ukrainian. The Ukrainian with some name that I would not understand. Okay. So okay. So okay. Okay, so what's happening to her? Where the hell is she? Okay. She's crazy, guys. She's a mobster type, okay? I don't know where she is. I think she knows it for I think she's there with she's like blackmailing that whatever. I think she has information on Prince Andrew, okay? That she's like, bitch, you mess with me. I make it public. Hmm? Okay, I think then I see a gun pointing to her head, like, okay, what's gonna happen to her? She's a great person, isn't she? She's great. Oh, she's so great. Yeah, so this is like, look, she moved away. She's making plans. Shady offers. She doesn't trust the offers. Look, offer to for what? For what? Hmm? Coming out. Oh, maybe people are offering her money to talk. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Contempt. Yeah, she's like the same. She has an energy, guys. Weird. Look, the White House again. Letter, letter for him, for her. Letter. Wrong strategy. So what is her final outcome? Okay, how does it end for her? I see her being I think she ends up going to prison, okay? God, what happens to her? How the hell saw here? Okay, what happens to her? Oh, sorry, I'm here, okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Okay, sorry, I took the cards. Okay, so I think this is, look, what happens to her strength in getting what she wants, okay? Fortune's upside down. Now, interesting because they saw the letter, though they have information about how she's been working with Epstein, okay? And then now the money, and this is the military, it could be the foreign, answer solution, okay? So yeah, he was the mobster, right? He was connected to the Russian mob, the he was the, oh my god, coughing. Uh-oh. I don't think I have imagined corona? Corona? I'm sorry, no, I'm seeing myself. Tienes corona? No, I hope not. No, but it's just, I think, I hope not, huh? Hope not. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. She knows secrets. That's the thing. And that's how I don't know, guys. I would be worried if I were her, okay? But I don't see, it's interesting. No death cards for her? Weird, okay? So, but I think, you know what? I think ultimately she has to go to prison. This is the thing. I see her in a prison that, like, she's being interrogated. What it looks to me like the British like intelligence services, okay? And she's playing tough, but I don't know. I don't know, okay? Okay, I don't quite understand how, but she, you know what I mean? She's a dangerous person, guys, So, believe all women. You know how the right wing people believe all women. Like, some, okay, this is not anti-women, obviously, but like not all women are nice, okay? Like, seriously, you know what I mean? Like, it's like as if, you know what I mean? Like some people are creepy. Like, imagine being, this is like, I know, to me, I somehow feel like sometimes when women are evil, they're worse than men. Because it's almost like it's not in our nature to be horrible, but some women are bad, okay? Really, like this woman, how could you do that? I don't know. It's so creepy. You know what I mean? So creepy. I don't know. I just can't. I can't even imagine. God bless those girls. You know what I mean? Everywhere. I hope there's justice. I hope she's like they say who she this. I wish there was a public judgment of this. Like, stuff comes out and we learn the truth. Okay, so anyway, yeah, and even some of the girls, guys, they would talk about it, okay, how they trusted her, like, oh, she's a woman, she seems nice, like, okay, and it wasn't the case at all, obviously, right? So, okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Okay, my God, this is good. Okay, I feel better now. I feel better. I was, sometimes I told you I'll get worried about, talk about these things because it could be heavy, but it's good. It's not good. It's not good enough, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So tomorrow, guys, tomorrow is, somebody was talking about, like, in the comments, there was a comment about what you call it, some like indictments, but I don't want to get hopeful about those things. There's always rumors unless I see it for reals. I feel like tomorrow's gonna be crazy too. So tomorrow is tomorrow we're gonna have conversations also. Okay. Okay, tomorrow conversations. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry, I went over a long time. Okay, but it was good. Okay, it was good. Okay, good night, see you later, alligators. Okay. Okay, good night, love you. Okay.